Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Afternoon, sir.
Okay. So I was doing number systems. Right. Okay. So today we are going to take up different types of questions on number systems. I'll try and cover a few different types. The first one, uh, the sum of all 4-digit numbers that can be formed uh, with the digits 1, 2, 2, and 3 is dash. So, how are you going to solve this question? Sum of all 4-digit numbers which can be found with the given digits. So, first of all, how many numbers can be found? How many 4-digit numbers can be found with these digits? Anyone? How do you calculate this? Okay, let me take a simpler case. Can you do this one? All 3-digit numbers that can be found with the digits 1, 2, and 3. How many 3-digit numbers can you form with 1, 2, and 3? Anyone? 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, and 3, 2, 1. There are 6 numbers which can be formed, right?
Sir,
So,
can we
but
not repeat the digits?
no. In this case, no repetition. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Without repetition, right? So I can form 6 numbers, right? And where is this 6 coming from? This 6 is coming from factorial 3, correct?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
The original question you gave is the answer 53328.
I'll come to that. Okay,
Okay, sir.
let everyone understand. Just hold on to your calculation. Okay, just give me 2-3 minutes. So this is the way you calculate the number of numbers that can be formed, right? Now, if you can add up all the 6 numbers and tell me what is the answer. Anyone? Just add up the numbers and tell me the answer. So this is 6, 4, 10 and 2, 12. Then this is again 12 and 1, 13. Then this is again 12 and 1, 13. 1, 3, 3, 2. That's your answer, right? Now, if I calculate it like this, 6 by 3 into 6 into 1 plus 10 plus 100, right? So then this is 111 into 12, right? 111 into 12 is 1332, right? What is the logic here? The logic is that this is your unit place, this is your tens place, this is your 100 place, right? So basically you have a 3-digit number. 3 places you are adding, correct? For every place, the total is 12. If you add up the numbers in each place, the total is 12. So that means you are multiplying 12 with 1 plus 10 plus 100. This is the calculation, isn't it? Here. So this 12 is coming from where? This 12 is coming from the numbers 1, 2, and 3. Each number is repeated twice, right? So if I add up the digits 1, 2 plus 3, that is 6, into 2 is 12. So this is 2 into 6. 6 is the sum of the digits. And what is this 2? This 2 is the number of numbers, which is there are 6 numbers, divided by the number of digits, which is 3. So that means the total sum will be given by the number of numbers formed divided by number of digits multiplied by the sum of the digits multiplied by 10 to the power 0 plus 10 to the power 1 plus 10 to the power 2 up to 10 to the power n. Now here n represents the number of digits. In this case, sorry, this is not n. This will be n minus 1. So n represents the number of digits. Right? So that means here n is 3. So it will end at 10 to the power 2. So 1 plus 10 plus 10 square. Understood? Here. Everyone clear on this?
Yes, sir.
So first you have to calculate the number of numbers that can be formed. Divide that by the number of digits. Multiply it with the sum of the digits. And then multiply that with this sum. 10 to the power 0, 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 2, up to 10 to the power n minus 1, where n represents the number of digits. Now let me go back to the question. Find the sum of all 4-digit numbers which can be formed with the digits 1, 2, 2, and 3. Now here obviously 2 will get repeated. And you have to just use these 4 numbers. That means you cannot use 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Those are not allowed. You have to use just these 4 numbers. Clear? So number of numbers formed will be how much? How many? How many numbers can be formed?
12.
So there are 4 numbers. So factorial 4 divided by 1 number is getting repeated 2 times. So factorial 2, which is 12. Correct. Number of digits. How many digits are there? 4 digits. Sum of the digits. What is the sum of the digits?
8, sir.
8. So what would be the total sum? Number of numbers formed 12 by number of digits 4 into sum of the digits 8 into 10 to the power 0 plus 10 to the power 1 plus 10 to the power 2 plus 10 to the power 3. Now calculate this. So this is 4 by 3 is 12 by 4, sorry, 3 into 4, 24 into 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is
2,664.
correct. Clear? This is how you calculate this kind of sums. Okay. Next type. Find the highest power of 3 in sorry 50C10. Highest power of 3 in 50C10. So what is 50C10? What is 50C10? 50 factorial by 10 factorial into 40 factorial. So you have to find the highest power of 3 in 50 factorial, highest power of 3 in 10 factorial, highest power of 3 in 40 factorial. How do you find the highest power of 3 in the in n factorial? Highest power of 3 in 50 factorial is how do you calculate this? Anyone? Okay, let's do highest power of 3 in 10 factorial first. Highest power of 3 in 10 factorial. How many 3's are there in 10 factorial? What is 10 factorial? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 into 7 into 8 into 9 into 10. Now, how many 3's are there? There is a 3 here. There is a 3 here. And there are 2 3's here. So there are 4 3's. Right? So how do I calculate this? So I calculate this like this. 10 by 3 box. Now 10 by 3 box means you divide 10 with 3 and take the integer part. So this is 3. Now you divide 10 by 9. So you take the integer part, which is 1. Right? So number of highest power of 3 in factorial 10 will be 10 by 3 to the power 1 plus 10 by 3 to the power 2, because 10 cannot be divided by 3 to the power 3. So this is 3 plus 1, which is 4. Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, highest power of 3 in factorial 40. Calculate. Highest power of 3 in factorial 40. Similar calculation.
Sir,
Yes.
I didn't understand why you did 10 by 3.
You calculate from here. You have 1 3 here. You have 1 3 here. And you have 1 3 here. Right? So if I divide 10 by 3, I get 3 3's. Now if I divide 10 by 9, I get one more 3 here.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So this is the logic. So you divide 10 by 3 and take the integer part. That gives you the number of 3's, which you can get from 3. You divide 10 by 9, you get the number of 3's you get from 9. So 3 plus 1, 4 3's. So similarly, how many 3's will be there in factorial 40? 40 by 3, take the integer part, plus 40 by 9, take the integer part, plus 40 by 27, take the integer part. What is the total?
Sir, 18.
Very good. 18. Similarly, calculate the highest power of 3 in 50 factorial.
Is the answer 1?
Just calculate this. Let's see. Number of 3's in 50 factorial.
Sir,
Hmm?
are we taking the GIF?
Yes.
Okay.
So 50 by 3 plus 50 by 9 plus 50 by 27. How much is this? Fifty by 3 is 16. This is 5, 21. This is 1, 22. So that means 3 to the power 22 divided by 3 to the power 18 divided by 3 to the power 4, which is 3 to the power 0. So the highest power of 3 in 50C10 is 0. It's not 1. Here?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Similar question. The largest integer n such that factorial 33 is exactly divisible by 2 to the power n. Largest integer n such that factorial 33 is exactly divisible by 2 to the power n, which means that you have to find the largest power of 2 in factorial 33. So same thing. highest power of 2 in factorial 33 is 33 by 2 plus 33 by 4 plus 33 by 8 plus 33 by 16 plus 33 by 32. How much is it?
$31.
Correct. Clear? Everyone clear? Okay. Okay. Now, similar question. Find the number of trailing zeros in 75 factorial. That means how many zeros will appear at the end of 75 factorial. Now, how does a zero happen? Suppose, yeah,
We have to find the number of 5 in 75 factorial because 5 into 2 is 0 and there should be 2 more than in 5.
exactly. Very good. So the zero comes because of 10. Any number that you multiply with 10 will give you a zero at the end. Right? If you multiply 100, you'll get 2 zeros at the end. So it is like that. So that means that 10 effectively means 2 into 5. So that means each 2 and 5 will give you a 10. So therefore, you have to find the number of 2s and 5s. So since 5 is a bigger number, so number of 5s will be less than number of 2s. So basically, the number of 5s will give you the number of zeros. Right? So you can calculate the number of 2s. You can check it out yourself. 75 by 2 plus 75 by 4 plus 75 by 8 plus 75 by 16 plus 75 by 32 plus 75 by 64. This will give you the number of 2s. And number of 5s will be 75 by 5 plus 75 by 25. So number of 5 will be less.
18.
Right? So this is 15 and 3, 18. So there will be 18 zeros at the end of 75 factorial. Clear? Okay. Next category. A plus B plus C equals 20. Where A, B, C are whole numbers. Right? Find all possible solutions. Or not all possible. Find the number of solutions. Okay. Find the number of solutions. So how will you do this? Anyone? Anyone knows how to do this? Okay, let's take a simpler version of this. Always when you learn something like this, try to do it with a simpler version. Okay, let's take a plus b plus c is equal to 3. Okay, same question. I'm just making it simple so that we can understand the logic and work out a formula to work out this. Right now, a plus b plus c is equal to 3, and a, b, c are whole numbers. Whole numbers means it can start from 0, 0, 1, 2, etc. Right? So what can be the solutions? 0, 0, 3, right? 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, 0. This can be a set of solutions. Total is 3. Correct? Understood? Then I can have 1, 2, 0, 1, 0, 2. Right? Then I can have
2, 1, 0.
2, 1, 0,
2, 0, 1.
0, 1. Right? Here
And then 0, 0 to 1.
I can have 0 to 1. Correct. Oh, I left out 1. So I can have 0, 1, 2, and then 0, 2, 1. Right? Correct? So
Yes.
with 1 and 2, I can do these combinations. Right? Then what else I can do? Anything else can I do?
2, 0, 1
1,
and 2, 1, 0.
2, 0, 1 and
2, 1, 0.
2, 1, 0. And then I can have 1, 1, 1. So how many combinations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Correct? Yes? 10 combinations? Right? So how will I go with a formula to work out this 10? So to find a formula, think of this 3 as 3 ones. Okay? 3 ones. Right? Now, I have 3 places to fill. And each place can have a 0 also. So then I will insert 3 dummy ones. 1, 1, 1. These are dummies. Okay. And then I have to divide these 6 into 3 parts. So I need 2 rods. So suppose I place 1 rod here and 1 rod here. What does it mean? The first number is 2, the second number is 1, the third number is 0. Understood? So what I have done is I have taken this number 3 and broken it down into 3 ones. Then I took these 3 places and I introduced 3 dummies. These are dummies. Okay. And then I took 2 rods and inserted them into 2 places. Right? So that I have A, B, and C, 3 numbers. This is the logic. Okay? Clear?
I didn't understand.
Okay. Try to understand each step. I have 3. So I want to divide 3. So I take 3 as 1 plus 1 plus 1. No problem?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I have 3 places. Right? Now these places can have a number or it can have 0 also. So I'm just keeping 3 places. Right? So now I have to divide into 3 parts. Right? Okay. So
Yeah.
to divide into 3 parts, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gaps. I take 2 rods and I put them into any 2 gaps that I want. So that means what? Effectively, I have divided into 2, 1, and 0. So 2 plus 1 plus 0 is 3.
Yeah.
Here. I can also put the rod in any other gap. I can put it here also. If I put it here, then it will be 1, 1, 1. Here. If I put it here, then it becomes 1, 1, 1. Right? If
Yeah.
I put the rod one rod here, one rod here, then what happens? Then I get 3, 0, 0. Right? So everything is working to give me 3. So that means I have to divide the 3 into 1, 1, 1, add 3 places because I have to have 3 places to fill. So I put them as dummy places. And then I divide these 6 places into 3 parts by introducing 2 rods. Here. So that means what I'm doing is I'm doing 3 plus 3, which is 6 places. So that gives me 5 gaps. Because number of gaps will be 1 less than the number of places. And then place 2 rods in 5 gaps, which is 5C2. Right? That's what I'm doing. Here. So if you do 5C2, the answer would be 5 into 4 by 2, which is 10. So that's your answer. Everyone understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is dividing n things among r people, right? So that someone can get nothing, someone can get everything. It is that kind of a permutation. You are dividing n things among r people, okay, without any condition. Okay. So now, if you look at this question, a plus b plus c equal to 20, now you should be able to tell me the solution.
Sir, is it 92580?
Okay. So I have 20, then I add these 3 plus 3, then I need the number of gaps minus 1. C, I have to divide into 3 places, so I need 2 gaps. Or I can write it as 3 minus 1 also. So this is 23 minus 1, 22 C2, which is 22 into 21 by 2, which is 11 into 21. Clear?
231.
Yeah. 231. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now I'll
Yes, sir.
twist the question a little bit. Same question, one small twist. A plus B plus C equal to 20, where A, B, C are natural numbers. Previously, I said whole numbers. Now, whole numbers start from 0. Natural numbers start from 1. So there is a difference now.
In this
Now
case,
tell me.
instead of adding like 3 places, will we add just 2 places so we can omit the case of someone getting 0?
You are very close, but a small mistake. You don't add anything here. What you do is, okay, let me show it with 5 places. Let's say A plus B
Sir, is
plus
it
C is 5.
19C2?
Just a minute. Let everyone understand. I'll come to the answer. So here I will not add anything. I'll simply divide 5 into 5 ones. And then I take 2 rods and I put them anywhere I want. So then it becomes 1, 3, 1. Here I'm not going to add those 3, which I did in the previous case. Here?
Yes, sir.
So don't add anything here. Simply divide it into 3 parts. That means if the number is 5, that means there are 5 ones, which means 4 gaps. That means 4C2, which is 4 into 3 by 2, which is 6. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Understood? So if it is natural numbers, then you don't add those 3 places as dummies. Just divide the given number into 3 parts. Which means if the given number is 5, then there will be 4 gaps, and you divide that into 3 parts. So if the number is 20, then this would be 20 minus 1 gaps, C, 3 minus 1, because you have to divide into 3 places. So which is 19C2,
171.
19 into 18 by 2, which is 19 into 9, 170. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? This is a very, very common question in your exam. Okay, clear? Okay? Okay. Next. Find the okay. Let x be equal to 10800. Okay. Find the total number of divisors of x. Find the number of even divisors of x and find the number of odd divisors of x. And then let me add one more part. Find the number of divisors which are multiples of 15. So let's start with total number of divisors. How will you calculate this?
First, we have to find all the prime factors of the 10800. Then we add, if 2 to the power x plus 3 to the power y, then x plus 1 into y plus 1. We use that formula like that to find the total number of
Very
divisors.
good. So if a number is given by x to the power a into y to the power b in z to the power c, where x, y, z are prime factors, then number of factors includes 1 and the number itself also will be given by a plus 1 into b plus 1 into c plus 1. This is number of factors which includes 1 and the number itself, right? And if you have to exclude the number 1 and the number, then you have to subtract 2 from here. Okay, but if I tell number of factors, then it will include both. Okay, so factorize 10800. Factorize 10800. So
It's 2 to the power 4, 3 to the power 3, 5 to the power 2. And the answer is 60.
very good. So that means your A, B, and C are 4, 3, and 2. So that means the number of factors would be 5 into 4 into 3, which is 60. So there are 60 factors, includes 1 and the number itself. Now, number of even factors. So how will you get even factors? So to get an even factor, what do you need? What is the condition of an even factor? Even factor means what? 2 into something. That means even factor needs at least 1, 2, isn't it? You need at least 1, 2, right? And with that 2, you can have anything. Here, understood? Now here you have 4 2s. So that means to get an even factor, you need 1, 2 from 4 2s, which means from 4 2s you select 1 2, which is 4, right? So you can select 1 2 from 4 2s in 4 ways. Here, so with this 4, you multiply 3 plus, sorry, what's that? 3 to the power 3, 5 to the power 2. So 3 plus 1 into 2 plus 1, which is 4 into 4 into 3, which is 48. So there are 48 even factors out of the total 60 factors. Is this clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, number of odd factors,
Will it be 12?
yes, 60 minus 48. There can be only two type of factors, right? Even and odd.
Okay, yes, yes.
So simple. So don't try to calculate odd factors directly. There is a chance of making mistake.
So if I just
Sol-
take if I omit all the terms at 2 to the power 4 and I just add 3 plus 1 into 2 plus 1.
Correct.
Oh,
Yes. That is correct. Okay. So either you do it like this or you can do that. The answer will be 12. Here. Now, let's go to the last part. Number of divisors which are multiples of 15. Multiples of 15. The clue is it is similar to number of even divisors. What is 15?
3 into 5.
3 into 5. That means you need at least 1 3 and at least 1 5. So how many 3s are there? There are 3 3s, 2 5s. So you can get 1 3 from 3 3s, right? 3C 1 ways, and 1 5 from 2 5s in 2C 1 ways. And with that, you have the 2s. So number of factors from 2 to the power 4 will be 4 plus 1. So that means 4 plus 1 into 3C1 into 2C1. So 5 into 3 into 2, which is 6 into 5, 30. Here? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me give a little twist. 10800 is 2 to the power 4 into 3 to the power 3 into 5 to the power 2. Find the number of devices which are multiples of 12. So what is 12? 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 1. So that means you need 2 2s, 1 3. How many 2s are there? 4 2s. So this you can get from 4 2s in 4C2 ways. And you need 1 3 from 3 3s. So 3C1 ways. Right? And with that, you can have any number of 5s. So that means into 2 plus 1, which is 4C2 would be 4 into 3 by 2, 6 into 3 into 3, which is 18 into 3, 54.
Excuse me, sir. In the previous
Yes.
question where we were finding the divisors which are multiple of 15, if we write it as 3 into 5, there are 3 3s and 2 5s. So if we write it as 15 square into 3 to the power 1 into 2 to the power 4, then we take 115, 2C1 into 1 plus 1 into 4 plus 1. Then the answer comes 20. Is that wrong?
No, that's wrong. Because
Okay.
you have to consider the individual factors. 3 and 5 are individual factors of 15. Always. That's why I said that even when I was doing odd multiples, I said there is a chance of making mistake. This is the exact mistake that happens.
Okay, sir.
Okay? So never try to combine. If you try to combine, answer will be wrong. Okay? Because you think of it like this. There are 3 3s and 2 5s. Right? So I can take any combination. I can take this 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 combination. Any combination of 3 and 5. So these are independent combinations.
Okay,
So that's
sir.
why any 1 3 out of the 3 3s, any 1 5 out of the 2 5s. So that's why 3C1 into 2C1. And the number of factors due to the power of 2 remains the same, which is 4 plus 1. That's why it becomes 30. Clear?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope the concepts that I covered today are clear. Any doubts? No, right?
No, sir.
Okay.
So the notes will be
So,
sent, right?
yeah. For that, please contact Sourav sir. So I'll send everything to him. You'll get it from him.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.